My name is Tim Schrock from Design Build Solutions. On today's Tech Tip Tuesday, I'm going to show you some file referencing across files and a few tricks on how to manipulate this in Chief Architect version X16. Let's get started in our favorite software. So I have these two files. Now, my client created this in version X12, and I looked back in version X12, 13, 14, and 15. I'll show you there. The main thing I want to show you with this file, it doesn't occur, we don't have the option until X15. I'm going to do it in X16 since that's the one I'm using right now. But I wanted to make that note. So what happened was they created this file, an internal file for concepts. They created two versions of the floor plan, one on floor 1 and one on floor 0, just for the interior. Then the contractor asked for some exterior renderings, and so she came up with this for the exterior, but kind of right now the two are split apart. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to combine the two together. And my first thought was to make some, of course, reference files. Now, in version, all the way back to version 12 at least, that's the version I have loaded, the oldest version I have loaded on this computer. You can still do a reference file, and I'm going to do that by clicking on this number 1, or any floor number, whether that's 0, 1, 2, A, even for attic. And that will pull up this change floor reference dialog here. And since I have both files open already in Chief Architect, I can click on this arrow and it pulls up all of the files that I have open currently in Chief Architect. If this was the only file that I was looking at, the current one, then I could choose existing plan and go out to my Windows Finder or Finder file folder structure and reference a file that way. So I'm going to click on this internal file. That's the file I want to see in red, and I'm going to match it to the foundation because that's the floor that's correct. That's the floor plan that's correct. And layer display set we'll leave as reference display set for now, and that's fine. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to notice that in the two files, the XY coordinates, the plans were created on different XY coordinates. So to get this plan to overlay without moving everything, I could move everything over. Version X15 gives us the option to do an XYZ move based on the, to just shift, if you will. It's not actually moving, it's just shifting this reference display. Now, if you were working version X14 or earlier, you would have to actually move one plan or the other. Physically select everything here, and I would suggest doing the edit area, all floors, edit area, all floors. And that would then, you'd drag here and you could move that information right on top of that red line and by point to point. So I'd go click on point to point, I'd find a common point here, click, and a common point here, click, and it would move. Now, that's not the tip for today, so we will continue on. Again, this is available in version X15 or later. Click on this floor number again, and you'll notice that we have the X, Y, Z, and angle options that we can shift that reference display. Now, what XYZ do I want? I don't know. Let's find that out. I'm going to draw a box right here, it snaps to the corner of the reference display, and that is the framing corner. And then I'm going to draw a box from there. The first box you don't have to have, but I just do it just so I have something concrete to snap to. And so this box is going to go to that framing corner. Okay. So there is the X. I need to go in the negative X direction. I need to move left. As you'll notice right here, down here in the lower left corner, I have my axes showing. Positive X is in the right, positive Y is in the left, or up, I should say. Negative X would be going to the left, and negative Y would be going down. So I need to move negative X and positive Y. I need to shift this reference point to go that way. Okay, so it's going to go, I'm going to click on that. So the reason I used the box was I can click on this dimension and just copy this highlighted number, 61 feet, 8.4475 inches. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to double click on X to highlight it and do a negative and Control V. And click OK, click OK. There's one. Just make sure that's going to the line. It is. And I'm going to click on this line of the box, pull up that temporary dimension, and I'm going to Control C, Command C, obviously, if you're on a Mac. That's the 37 feet, 9.895. Go back into our floor, and this is a positive number. When I double click, that highlights the 0. If you didn't have it highlighted, and this is just a computer system-wide thing for PCs or Macs. If you double click on it and just start typing, that replaces what's highlighted, right? If you don't have it highlighted, then you have to hit delete or backspace. I like just double clicking right there and Control V. And now, there we go. I can delete my boxes, and we can just work from here and continue on with that. Hope this has been helpful. If you like this information, click like and subscribe. Before I finish, I should point out that we can do a 3D reference as well, and there might be a Z-axis change. So let's look into that. And there is not per se, except that I would want my foundation floor to be shown in this. If I was to actually reference them together, my foundation floor should be up here. So there might be a Z-axis in this case. Let's find out what that is. I'm going to find my floor level here by my structure. The floor is 111 and 5/8. I don't want it negative because I want this floor to be actually shown on 0 over in this file. So let's click on this and double click on the Z, give that a positive, paste that. There we go. Now we kind of see the basement floor is showing up here. The first floor of my interior is showing on the second floor. So that's what that would be showing. Anyway, there we go. That is our X, Y, and Z shift for our reference floors, reference files. You can also give it an angle if you have a specific angle, maybe that it's been turned. I hope this is helpful. If you like this, click like, subscribe, share it, leave a comment. I enjoy the interaction. And if you so are inclined, you can leave a small donation at paypal.me/designbuildsolutions. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.